Hello guys, and today I'm going to show this pen in FreeCad. So this is how it looks in FreeCad. Today I'm using a new version of FreeCad 0.22. So you can download it in the video description. Okay, so I create a new document. Right now I'm using the FreeCad 0.22. So I go to the part workbench. I can create sketch directly. No need to go to the sketcher. So I start with the first sketch. In the top, I create a circle in the center, and I hit D. Set the diameter to 300. Enter. I close. I go to the view, toggle the axis cross to show the arrow. Next, I create another sketch in the top, but I offset it. Negative 40. And I create another circle. And I set the diameter to 70. I close. Now I will love between these two and create solid. Click OK. I drop this one down and select these two and hide it. Hit spacebar to hide it. Next, I create another sketch in the right view. And I view the section. I create external geometry. This line and this line. I create line, connect from this point to this point. I select this line and I hit G and N to turn that into the construction geometry. Now I create another line in the center and put another point on this red line. Now you can say this point is now in the center of this line. Now I hit D and set the angle 30.5. Now I can close. Next, I create another sketch on the top view. And I reference the circle. Next, I create another circle like this. And select this circle. And then this circle reference. And I hit E for equal. Now I rotate the sketch a little bit. And I will reference this point up here. Now go to the top view again. And let's create an arc. 3-point arc. Something like this. I select this arc and this point and I hit C to snap it. Now I hit D and set the radius of this arc 20. I select this point, and the center line, and I hit S for symmetry constraint. Now I create line, start from this point to here, and another line. Okay. I hit D and set the angle of this one and this one 80. Now I hit S to activate the symmetry constraint, and then I click on this point, and the center line. Okay. Now I use the trim tool. So I go to the trim, and I remove this one, this arc, this arc. Okay, something like this. Zoom close here. I hit T and select this one and this one, this one and this one for tangent. Now the sketch is fully constrained. I close that. Next, I select the sketch 003 and I go to the extrude. I want to extrude it along this edge, so I go to along edge and I click on the select, and then I click on this edge. Next, I type in the length. Let's type in here 40 and hit OK. You can see the extrude go up, so I want the extrude to go down. So I click on the extrude, go to the data, and instead of a 40, I put in here negative 40. Okay. Next, I select the extrude and I go to the part and mirror. Okay. And I want to mirror it along the X and Z plane. Okay. X and Z plane. And I click OK. Now I control select this one, and then this one. And I union them together. Next, I will fillet them. So I control this edge down here, and this edge over here. And I go to the fillet. Type in here 10. Next, I will create the thickness of this one. So I go to the drag workbench, select the fillet, and create a clone of this. I select this clone and I go to the data and the scale 0.98 for S1Z, and go to the placement, the position, and I want to move this one up in the Z-axis 4. Now I can go back to the part workbench and I control select the fillet and the clone and I cut it. Okay. Next, I will create a new sketch in the top view, but offset this one down to negative tail. I will create polyline. Something like this. Let me view the session. I hit D and I set the distance from here to here, 110. This one, 75. This one, 80. And this point to the center, 179. This one also, 75. Select this point and hit V for vertical constraint. Select this point and the center line, and I hit S for symmetry constraint. Now I create fillet between this one and this one, this one and this one. Now I select this this arc and this arc. I hit E for equal and set the radius of this one to 20. Now I hit close. Next I create a new sketch in the right and offset it to 110. I will reference this line on the right, and I view the section. I create an eclipse. I drop the circle down and create an eclipse by center. I select this line and hit V for vertical constraint and set the dimension. This one in 15, 25. I select this point and the point on the left. Hit C to snap it. Hit close. Doing the same, create another sketch on the right. Offset it to 110. And reference the line on the right. And view the section. I create an eclipse. Center. Select this line and hit V for vertical constraint. And hit D and set the distance. 15. This one. 25. Select this point and this point. Hit C to snap it. Now close. Next I create another sketch on the front view. And I will reference this point on the right. I create a circle. And hit D, set the diameter to 10. Close that. Now I go to the sweep. And I start from the sketch 5. Put it to the right. And the next one is the sketch 7, which is the circle. Put it to the right. And the sketch 6. And I click on the sweep part. And I control select these edges. And I hit done. And hit create solid. Hit OK. Next I create a new sketch in the top view, but I offset it down to -12. View the section. I create a point. I put it somewhere around here. I hit D and set select this point and set the vertical vertical distance to 50 and the horizontal distance, this one, to 110. Now I can create a B-spline. Start from here. Now I put 3 points, 1, 2, and then 3. I select the last point and I hit D and I set the distance 19. Select this one, hit D again and set the horizontal distance 400. Select this point, horizontal 220. Select this one, vertical 7.8. Now I select this point and this point, and I hit I, set it to 20. Select this point and in this point, and hit L, 122. Now the sketch is fully constrained. I click on the eye icon to hide all of these constraint display. And I click on this one and symmetry, and I click on the red line. Now I hit S to activate the symmetry constraint, and then I click on this point, and then the center line. Doing the same. Now the sketch is fully constrained. I can close that. Now I click on the cut and I hide it for a second. And I control select this point and then this point. I want to create an eclipse between these 2 points. So I create a sketch based on the OS and Y. So the center of the new sketch will go to the first point that I select, which is this point. The second point will go to the x-axis of my new sketch, which is this point. Then I click OK. You can see this is the first point and this is the second point. Now I will reference this point and I create an eclipse. I select this line and I hit V for vertical constraint. I hit D and set the distance to 22. I select this point and this line and hit C to snap it. Zoom close here. This one and this one, hit C. This one and this one, hit C. Okay, now I can close. Next, I want to rotate this eclipse 90 degrees around this axis. So this axis is basically the x-axis. So I select this sketch and go to the data, and I just care about the attachment offset. And I care about the axis. I want to rotate it around the x-axis. So instead of Z, I zero out the Z. And I put 1 in the S. And I type in here 90 degrees. Okay, so next I go to the curve shape workbench. And I control select this sketch 009 and 008. And I go to the curve rate. I click on the curve rate and go to the data, the item to 40. And the solid to true. Now we have the handle. I drop this one down and I select these two and I hide. You can see we have a line here. And I also want to have the same line in the outer side, because I want to use just this arc, the upper arc, to revolve it around the center line. To do that, I go to the part workbench again, and I create a new sketch in the top view, but I offset it down to -12, and I create a line in between. I select this point and the center line, and I hit S for symmetry constraint. Select this line and I hit D and set it to 200. Now I can close. I select the new sketch, the sketch 10, and I go to the extrude. Extrude it to in the x-axis -1, and along, let's try 500. Now I can control select the curve shape and the extrude, and I go to the part split and then slide to compile. Now we have another line here. Let me go to the curve workbench. I select the curve up here and turn that into the joint curve. I select the joint curve and go back to the product workbench. And I will revolve it. And I click on select reference for because I want to revolve it around this line. So I click on this line. And the angle will be 180. And hit OK. You can see nothing happened because if you click on this one and you hide it, you can see the surface go inside. So I click on the revolve and I go to the data, and the angle, instead of 180, I put negative 180. So you can see. Next, I can go to the curve workbench and go ahead and control select this surface and this surface, the surface, and then these two surface. And I go to the parametric solid. And I hit spacebar to hide the revolve and the slide. Now we only have the solid in here. Next, I will show the cut. And I want to combine these three together. To do that, I go to the part workbench. And I control select this sweep and the solid. And I go to the part, compound, and then I make compound. So I control select the compound and the cut. And I go to the part, split, and then slide apart. Now I go to the top view. And I control select this one. This one. This one. This one. This one. This one. And I just hit delete. Now I show, I click on the slide and click on the slide again. And I click on the cut and I show it. Now we can combine these three together. I control select this one, and this one. And I union them together. Alright. Next I go to the top view. And I want to create a hole in here. I create a new sketch in the top view. And let me create a slot. I click on this point and then this line, hit C to snap it. Draw this one out. I set the radius of this one to 7. And I click on this horizontal constraint and I delete it. Click on the equal constraint, delete it. Now I click on this point and move this one in. And also select this point and this line and hit C to snap it. And set the radius to 5. And the distance from here to here. Uh, 20. And the distance from here to the center. I can close. Now I click on the new sketch and go to the extrude. I extrude this one down in the z-axis, negative. And let's try 50. Okay. Now I can control select diffusion and then the extrude, and I just cut it. Now we have a hole in here, and you can control select this edge and then this edge down here, and let's fillet it with let's try 2. All right, come over here and click on this arc and this arc, and let's fillet it with 1. Come to this side, control select this one, this one, fillet it with 2. Okay. Now I click on the fillet 004 and I go to the view, change the deviation down to 0.01. Now hit Shift B and select everything. Hide. Hit spacebar to hide. Now I click on the fillet 004 and I show it. Now we just finished modeling the pan. So thanks for watching and see you in the next video.